Red Voyage News, splashing the check-in. Thank you for tuning in. And before I get into this article right here, I just want to take the time out to promote my Buy Me a Coffee page. If you like the content on this YouTube channel, if you want to support the channel, you could just click the link in the description box below to this webpage right here, and you'll be able to make a small donation. If you want to become a member, if you're interested in knowing how people are treated living abroad, the do's and don'ts of living abroad, what's it like living abroad, living overseas, then you could become a member and watch my videos. I got 3 videos up right now. The last one I posted was best way to create multiple streams of income in the top 3 countries in Asia. I mean, that is a must watch video if you're thinking about traveling abroad. All right. Membership is $8 a month, but you're like, hey, I don't have $8 to just spend every single month. I just want to drop $5 in appreciation of your YouTube channel. Then you could do that as well. All right. No pressure. Thank you for tuning in. Now let's get into article. All right. 2 accused of pulling gun on McDonald's employees in North Harris County over French fries, issue authorities say. Now, this handsome person right here is actually a woman. All right. It's not a man. It is a woman. All right. The names are, her name is Trachea Cohen and Davion Guillory. I hope I'm pronouncing their names correctly. This happened in my second hometown, man, Houston, on the north side of Houston. All right. Actually, this happened in Westfield. So where is Westfield? Now, Westfield is like you're on your way to the Woodlands. It's always like when you're on your way to the Woodlands, it's Humble, Texas. It's towards east a little bit, but you gotta, in order to get to the Woodlands is a nice area. Spring is a nice area. Westfield is kind of a nice area as well. It's Houston, Westfield, Spring, and then the Woodlands. Okay. Woodlands is a nice high-end area. They have a mall out there. They used to have Tinseltown out there as well. It's a nice laid back, that used to be the hangout spot for me, like the getaway go-to spot for me, the Woodlands. But this happened in Westfield, okay? And the thing that this would happen in Westfield, like, hey, shit like this can happen anywhere. And I told you guys about this in previous videos, how people are going to react towards the most minute things, to the most diminutive things ever. This man right here pulled a gun out on a McDonald's employee because there wasn't enough salt. There wasn't enough salt on the French fries. All right. So you just black out. And that's what I'm saying. This post-pandemic, mindset that people have right now, everybody's just on edge. This has always happened, but you're going to start seeing this more and more often. Like, this man pulled out a pistol because there wasn't enough salt on his fries. You could like, hey man, can you put some salt on these, on these fries here? There's no salt on them. Right. And I actually Googled her because I wanted to see what she really looked like. And this was her from a long time ago. This must have been in high school because it says MySpace at the bottom. So ain't no telling how old Trachea is right now. Okay. But you could tell she looks kind of rough. And she wasn't the one that pulled the pistol on the McDonald's employee. It was this dude right here. I'm assuming this is her boyfriend or her love interest. And let me tell you, she got arrested by being guilty of association. And this is another thing I want to tell, especially to a lot of black women out here. Your days of coddling these street cats or these wannabe street cats, these guys that are just causing a ruckus in the neighborhood for no reason, your days are numbered. Okay. Your days, the days of you just getting a pass they're numbered. Okay. Because police officers, they looked on the video footage, the surveillance camera, they saw him pulling out the pistol on the McDonald's employee, and they pulled them over. They found the gun in the car, and they said, you know what? No, we're going to arrest both of you. I don't care if he did it. You're the one who was messing around with him. You guilty by association, we're going to arrest you too. Okay? And get them off the streets for real. You enabling, this is the thing, a lot of women enable, excuse my language, but a lot of women like her enable little fuck shit, little fuck boys like him to do stupid shit like that on a regular basis because they're giving guys like him access to their womb. They praise them for poor performance, okay? Rewarding somebody for bad behavior. That's what a lot of women do out here. And you got a lot of guys like this who do shit like that because it turns on women like her. It turns on women in the neighborhood. Believe it or not. Okay. They said this happened on July 4th. So I don't know if they were under the influence or whatever, but you know, because let me tell you, when little fuck boys do shit like this and the girls are there to witness it, they might get scared in the moment, but let me tell you, when they get back to their neighborhood, they brag about it. Especially when the other guys in the neighborhood or the other guys around the way that are trying to get with her and they never met him before. And they always say, hey, you better watch out. I call my man up. My man ain't nothing to play with. Like, he crazy. You know how a lot of brothers are when they try to get at a woman. It's like, man, F him. F him. Like, what he got against me? That little competition or whatever. You don't even know that the dudes that a lot of these women mess with will pull out a gun on a McDonald's employee for an adequate amount of salt on their fries. Authorities said the investigation revealed that they were in a verbal altercation with the manager over salt on their fries. Now, did the manager say the magic word to Mr. Davion? Cohen, Trachea, her, was out on probation for aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. So, I mean, she's not even supposed to be around somebody with a gun. You're on probation for aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. You need to be on parole, not probation. So they kind of gave her a slap on the wrist. Cohen and Guillory were arrested and booked. $10,000 bond. So there's two sides of the coin here. Like, did the manager say the magic words to him? What was the race of the manager? I want to hear this out, but still, you weren't even supposed to be around somebody like him. All right. And was the gun registered in his name? Was it stolen? What happened? But just going off of what's on the surface here, man, look, if somebody doesn't want to put salt on your fries, don't go back to that spot anymore. It's not worth losing time away from your life and money being blown away. You're adding, more ink to your record for what? Over some salt on fries. Whenever people don't get my order right, I don't go back there anymore. And you can make a complaint. There's nothing wrong with that. You should make a complaint. But if they're being uncooperative, leave. Call their manager in the morning. Call the manager in the morning. Let them know. The manager would check the surveillance camera. They will handle that employee. All right? Don't argue with these employees about a lack of salt, no napkins, no fork, no straw, no ketchup. You shouldn't be eating it anyway. Okay. Like, subscribe, comment, share this video. Hey, remember, click the link in my description box below. If you want to make a donation, if you want to become a member to my Buy Me a Coffee page, hey, feel free to do so. All right. I'm over and I'm out. Peace.